and welcome back to Mads World. I'm your host Mads, and I hope you've been enjoying the show so far. If you have, please remember to subscribe, rate and review the podcast on Spotify, Apple or your favourite listening platform, as it's the simplest way to help out the show. Or just find me on social and tell all your friends about it. This week I am joined by TikTok and Instagram content creator Fred Asquith. Fred is responsible for comedy sketches and rants of, in his own words, sometimes large but usually average acclaim. Originally from Yorkshire, he's lived in London for 7 years. My favourite videos of his include his skits about corporate life, the deep dive into the Fast and Furious franchise naming conventions, and his impressions of cross-eyed estate agents. Please go check out his Insta and TikTok after this episode. You will just love it. In this episode, we discuss Fred's funniest date story, the cringe DMs he's received from fans, our fave viral moments and trends, and most importantly, we go through your worst and funniest date submissions to the podcast. Hello, Fred.
Hi.
Oh, how are you?
Yeah, good. I look really tiny.
You actually do.
Hold on. I'm 6'4", everyone. I don't want to fucking look that small.
It's okay. It's amazing.
It's the chair.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm good. How are you? I've asked you that already.
Yeah, really good. Just went for a little walk this morning. The sun's out. I feel like this week, I had a festival last weekend, bank holiday. It's a vibe.
It is a vibe, yeah. The sun's actually not out. I feel like you're lying, though.
It's out here. Out. It's out in my part of London, so
you're
maybe you need to move.
You're about a mile away, are you? Yeah, I should move. The sun's never out in Whitechapel. Yeah, but it is definitely is a vibe. Like, I've planned some like picnic drinks tonight, which is the first time that I've done that this year. I'm still going to take a jacket.
Yeah.
But I have planned it, yeah.
Love that. Well, let's get stuck into our speed date question round so everyone listening can learn a bit more about you, and then we can chat about some funny date stories. So
okay, nice.
My first question is, and this is an awesome question for me to ask because I'm actually a huge fan of yours. I love your videos. I feel like I watch your TikToks every day, and that's not from my choosing. You're just in my algorithm.
Oh, good. Oh, that's good to hear.
Yeah, I love them. But tell me about your journey with becoming a TikTok creator. So, like, how did it start? And when did it start growing, and how's it going now?
It was just kind of an accident. It started in November 2021, and I was just posting absolute bullshit. I've always posted on every app. So like Twitter, Vine. I used to love Vine, and like I always obviously wanted something to go well, but it never did. So I was just like kind of retiring into my sad life, just thinking, well, nothing's ever going to happen anyway. But then I just posted like one really random video in November 2021 that did well for no reason. It was absolutely shit. You know when TikTok does that? It just like posts something for no reason. And I was like, oh, fucking hell. It just made me realise that it's like actually possible. So then I like just posted every day since then, like, and just haven't stopped the posting basically. So I like to just keep posting shit. It's kind of still shit. But like, I think that eventually over time just managed to gain followers. Yeah. Was that the question?
Yeah, no, I love it. And the one I always, because I was telling some people at work this week, I was like, this is who I'm interviewing, blah, blah, blah. And I sound like such a stalker right now, but it's not that deep.
I mean, that's the whole point of following. I'm glad you're stalking.
Yeah. I was showing them that Fast and the Furious one where you go through like every title, and I was honestly crying when I was in the office and everyone's like, you need help. Like, this is so random.
I'm so glad you like that one. Do you know, that is my favourite one I've ever posted.
Yeah, it's so funny.
It's the most me thing ever. And it was just me being completely candid. And I honestly posted that. I sent it to my mate. I was like, is this funny? And he was like, mate, I just think you look insane. And so I posted it and I was like, look, it's not going to do well. And it's ended up being like one of my most successful. So I'm really happy
so
with that.
Good. And what about dating TikTok videos? Because obviously this is a dating podcast and that's why I've asked you to come on. But you've had a few that have gone viral about like Friday night cancellations and stuff. Like, what are your most popular dating TikToks you've done?
Yeah, that was a big one. So that was me in the mirror having just had a date cancelled on a Friday night and just complaining about how much of a fucking sin that is.
Yeah.
Because it is. Because, like, we've all had dates planned on weekend nights that we're maybe not looking forward to. But just fucking go do it. Because otherwise, like, you're ruining someone else's night just because you can't be arsed. So that was one.
Yeah, and that's prime real estate as well. Like, offering up your Friday night for a date, that's like you've got a Friday and a Saturday every week. But if you're offering that to a date, especially a first date, it's such a risk.
I know, it was my fault, to be honest. I don't know what I was playing at. Like, just Tuesday after work coffee. That's what it should be every time.
Yeah.
And that's what I ended up doing after that. But I got a girlfriend now.
Amazing. Well done.
Yeah.
You got out.
I know, I got out. But yeah, that was a good one. What else? What other dating ones have I done? I did one about like all the prompts that you see on Hinge that get on my tits. Like there's one that is it's always like I'm weirdly attracted to men is one that is girls put a lot.
I think that's funny.
I fucking hate it. God, because it's just like, look, you're on here because you want one.
Yeah.
So like, just come on and stop slagging everyone off. And another one is the worst idea I've ever had. Downloading Hinge.
Oh, that's so bad. Like,
fuck off.
You don't act like you're too good to be here. You're here.
Yeah,
like,
we're all here.
We're all here.
We're all in this shit situation. Like, just stop trying to act like you're better than it. And all that kind of shit. That was a good one. Yeah, so I posted a few dating ones in my time.
I love it. And my next question for this round is, what is your favorite recent pop culture moment?
Yeah, I wrote this down.
Good.
Oh, yeah. Matt Hancock.
Yeah.
It was literally just Matt Hancock. Because every single, like, obviously during all the pandemic and stuff, I just hated him as a human. But then since then, he's become a genuine comedy legend.
He's trying to be famous like a TikTok comedian or something. Like, is that what this is in regards to? Because that's what I've seen of him lately, and I think it's not good.
Wait, has he started posting TikToks?
Oh, he's been doing like piece to cameras, like kind of like what you do. He's trying to be the new you.
Oh no,
it's not good.
Oh, I gotta go watch that. It's so funny. They're like, I remember during like when he was an MP, or he still is apparently, but anyway, he did like a video doing parkour. And it was so fucking funny because he just looked like such a douche. And then he did I'm a Celeb was funny.
Yeah, that was so random, wasn't it?
Yeah, like everything that he does. I've watched hours of Matt Hancock.
Yeah.
Like because I'm obsessed with I'm like, what's going on in that brain? I'm like, does he believe he's interesting?
I've watched hours of him against my will as well. Like, this is not things I've chosen to see. It's just like things that pop up to me, or I turn on the TV and there he is. Like, stop trying to get up in my face. Like, I don't want to see you.
I know, like, he's kind of he's almost in the Paris Hilton pocket of celeb life now, where it's like, it's actually, why do we watch this person? I don't know actually what relevance he has to anything.
Yeah, he's like famous for being famous, like Kim Kardashian.
Literally, yeah. So just him, yeah.
Love that. Next question is, how would you do in a zombie apocalypse? Like, imagine this. You turn on the TV or you go on TikTok. It's kind of like COVID. You don't know. It's kind of like seeming like it could be fine. And then it just erupts and then you look outside and there's fully a zombie outside. Like, what do you do? Yeah,
I used to talk about this all the time as a teen. And I used to look around my room. And I used to think that the weapon that I'd have to go at is like, I used to play a lot of underage, I was going to say, a lot of under like 16s football or whatever.
Yep.
And I had like trophies from that. And I was like, if zombies ever came in, I'd just get them a trophy.
Yeah.
Now I'm not really sure because all I've got is an air purifier and that cost a lot. So I don't think I'd do that. I've maybe got a few pictures on the wall.
Yeah.
But when it comes to like finding like somewhere to hunker down and stay there for months, I think I'd be good at that. I just maybe the fighting, I'd try and find like a team to do that for me. Okay.
I'm into that. I feel like I'd be good at hiding. Like, I would be a hider. Like, I would find a little, like you said, somewhere to hunker down, get some tinned foods. I love tinned foods. Like, beans, love them. Like, fruit in a tin, love it. Like,
right.
I could live off that.
That's actually a shout. I'd have the frankfurters out of the tin, just cold.
Love that.
Just straight down.
Have you ever done that in front of someone though, and then they're like, "What the fuck is wrong with you?" And you're like, "This is so yummy."
I've never done that. Have you done that?
Oh, I've actually done that.
Oh, right. Is it still tasty?
It's really good. It's just cold. I feel like every time I do it, I get a sore tummy and I feel really sick. So I feel like you're meant to not do that.
I mean, it's like it's not even. I was gonna say it's pig's trotter, but it's probably not even pig's trotter.
It's probably like pig's.
It's probably just like just horse cock.
Horse cock?
Yeah, it's probably horse cock. Probably just is the cock.
Just that's it.
Yeah.
Just put it straight in the tin.
I'd probably go to the top of the shard because I quite like the idea of like fighting the zombies down the thing, you know.
Yeah, and like push. Oh, down the stairs. I was going to say pushing them off the side.
Yeah, or put them down the lift, send them down.
Love that. Next question. Least favorite modern dating trend.
Oh yeah, I wrote this down as well. Oh yeah, so I had a chat with my mum the other day because I was visiting home, and she was talking about how she met my dad, and she was talking about, oh yeah, I was with a guy, but then I met your dad, and so I called the guy that I was with, and his mum picked up, and I was like, can I speak to the guy? And then it was like, oh, I'm breaking up with you, bye, like that.
What?
And I was like, do you know what? I was like, oh fuck, that actually makes me feel quite sad because I'm like, I said to her, oh, so you just had conversations out loud all the time back then?
Yeah.
Like, as in, like, something that I don't like about now is that, like, including me, everyone just says things over text. And that's the absolute norm. So I remember, like, when we were younger, my mum used to say that's kind of weird. And I didn't really realize. Now it's really just normal just to not say anything big out loud pretty much ever.
Yeah.
Like
that's so sad.
It's really sad. Like even when you've had kind of a, you know, back when I was dating, if you had a nice date, you would wait until you leave the date and then text them and say, oh, that was really nice. Hopefully we'll do it again. And it's like, why didn't I say that like 10 minutes ago?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And a lot of things that are like, like good things. I hate the idea that someone could say, I love you in a text rather than for the first time be out loud. Like that is so fucking sad.
I know. I can't get in that situation. I literally told my girlfriend I loved her the other day.
Oh, that's so nice.
I know. It was on, I can't remember, Saturday, I think. And,
I'm so happy for you. That's so nice.
Thank you. I thought exactly the same thing. I was like, this feels nerve-wracking, but it's because I'm a fucking, like, tech baby. And, like, I just got to do it. You just got to say it, haven't you?
Yeah, and that's like a pivotal life moment as well, you know? But then I feel like maybe, because you and I, we're millennials, right? Yeah.
Yeah,
like,
well, I'm 30. How old are you?
I'm 30. Well, I'm 30 next month.
Oh, and nice. I actually thought you were like, honestly, like 22. I'm not even joking.
Oh my God, really?
This entire time I thought you were 22. This changes the whole conversation now. I'm going to calm down.
Oh my God, you can be normal. Like, we're just both two 30-year-olds just fucking vibing. Like, it's all good.
Oh, nice. You look incredibly young. Congratulations.
Thank you so much. Actually, I do get that a lot. And it's my thing. Whenever I go out to a bar, I always just try and force people to guess how old I am. They're like, who are you? Go away. And I'm like, guess how old I am. They're just like, stop talking to me. I'm like, big guess. Don't try and guess.
Yeah. Now, come back.
Come back.
Yeah.
They're
do
like,
you get ID'd and stuff?
All the time. I got ID'd on my 29th birthday and it was such a flex. I loved it.
Unreal.
I know.
Wow.
Unreal. Next question. Funniest DM you've ever received. And I love asking people who have a big following this because you have so many fucked up things to choose from.
Oh my God. Like this, just like, oh my God, just fucking everyone just wanted me to jizz on stuff. Like all the time, just want me to jizz on stuff. Like,
how do they ask that? Just straight out.
I can't post anything that's like an object without someone wanting me to jizz on it and send them it. So
you need an OnlyFans.
Well, yeah, but then I want to be like a legitimately respectable person in the public eye. I don't want to just be like,
and you have a girlfriend, which is hard. I know. Fuck,
so,
you could be so rich though.
Obviously, the obvious one is socks. Like if I have a picture with if I'm wearing socks, I'd be like, jizz on the socks and send me the socks. And like when I had like 1,000 followers on Instagram, I was literally just starting doing TikTok. Yeah. People started messaging me.
Yeah.
I really considered that. I was like, yeah, how much are you going to pay for that? Like, I was like, all right, fine. And I honestly stopped myself, like, the socks were in front of me, and I was like,
oh,
stop this.
You got really far down the rabbit hole with that.
Because I was like, well, it's easy money, isn't it? Anyway, and then just literally yesterday, I posted this sofa because I'm selling it on my Instagram. I'm not selling it on my Instagram, but I posted about it.
Yeah.
And I was like, taking the piss, like, how much anyone are going to offer me? And they were like, just if you jizz on it, I'll pay 1,000 and all that stuff. And I'm like, well, I probably have jizzed on it, to be honest. I definitely have jizzed on it.
In your life, like.
Yeah.
Yeah. 100%. We're 30. You've had 30 years. of
On that
opportunities.
sofa? No. Yeah, no. Honestly, I only need about. I've had about a year on that sofa, and I'm sure I've got some jizz on it.
Yeah.
So,
Well, then up the price. A Facebook Marketplace. Just make sure you call that out.
People are all this. They're all this.
Yeah. They're not going to pay it.
They say they pay. They don't fucking do it.
No.
Otherwise, I'd be a millionaire.
Oh, that's fucked. My last question from this round is the best question. What is your funniest date story of all time?
I really struggled with this one because first of all, a lot of my like experiences were one night stands, really. Like,
yeah,
when I first moved to London, so like let's say 2016,
relatable.
I was having a lot of one night stands, and I honestly can't really remember a lot of it. I do remember one situation where I was in that phase of like going out and drinking too much and not really sleeping, and so I ended up getting really run down and like coming down with all sorts of stuff, kind of like 2019ish, because I was just abusing myself, right?
Yeah, and, not good.
Not good. And I remember dating this one girl, and the universe was like just saying no to us, basically, because the first time we went on a date, I had like what I think was it was tonsillitis. It got
oh my god!
I went on a date and I was like, I've got tonsillitis. do you mind about that? And she was like, no, it's fine. Went on the date and it was quite nice, and we were like, oh, we'll do it again. Next time we went on a date, she had my tonsillitis. She had tonsillitis. It must have been from me.
Ew!
I don't think you can even catch it, but it must have been something else. I don't know.
Yeah.
So she had that, and then I got. Oh god! And then I got mumps, which is like where your face blows up here like a blowfish.
Yeah.
And I was like, look, I think I had Epstein-Barr virus. I've got mumps from it or something. And like we had to cancel the date. And then when the next date came up, I was like, oh, I'll come, but I've actually got cellulitis in my leg. Like I literally had been bitten by an insect. And then my leg had blown up to twice the size.
Ew!
And we ended up just being like, look, it's not working.
The universe is against you. Like, it's not happening.
It's not you. It literally is me. Like, I can't actually come on dates anymore.
Wow.
So we just stopped it. And I think she ended up getting with someone before I'd even said that, because she was so bored.
And it probably sounded not real as well. Like if someone was telling me they had mumps and they had tonsillitis, they had all this, I'm like, just say you don't like me. Like, I know. I won't care.
I know the worst excuses. Fucking hell.
Mumps.
I've got mumps. I'm sure a Victorian virus.
That's what I was going to say, like a Victorian, like Tiny Tim
Jesus
virus.
Christ. Yeah, that was it.
That's very funny. So I've asked my followers to submit their worst dating stories, and I thought we could chat about them because some of them are really fucked and it's really funny.
Okay, yeah, let's do it.
So the first one is, I went out with a guy who said he didn't like Australians while we were on the date, and then she wrote, I am Australian.
Oh my God.
Why would you go?
That's so upsetting. You know, I did something like that. It's a relevant story.
Yeah.
I had a story where I feel really bad about this. I had a story where I went on a date with a girl. She was very pretty, and I said on that date, she was like, oh, what type of girl do you like? Which is just not like it's a shit question, I think, anyway.
Yeah.
But I was like, oh, I really like a natural kind of girl, and like I really don't like girls who wear loads of makeup and things like this, which is a shit reply. So like, why am I replying? Why am I even saying that in the first place? Why is she asking it? Why am I saying that? Terrible reply. Anyway, it turns out she was just that good at her makeup that I didn't realize that she was like caked in makeup. And she was like, oh, that's me. And I was like, oh, really? And then I looked at her Instagram after. Turns out she was a makeup influencer. Like her life was about makeup.
And she loves makeup. She loves it.
So maybe this guy was dumb as fuck and just didn't know this glass was Australian.
Maybe. And it's so weird you said that story, because this one I didn't put on the list, but I'll add it in now because it's relevant. But she said that she was in her room and they just slept together, like her and this guy who she'd brought home for a one-night stand. She was short with brunette hair. And she was like, what's your type? Like, what type of girls do you normally like? And he goes, I only really like tall blonde girls.
Oh my God.
In bed with her.
I got two things to say about this, right? One, what is the best response to that question?
I don't know.
I think the best response is, unless it's true, just lie.
Just lie. Yeah.
Unless it's you, then just say, oh, you, like, or whatever. And the second thing is that I don't get that respect in return. So I've been in so many fucking relationships. Every fucking woman that I've dated, for some reason, likes tall, dark, and handsome. So brunette, basically. Yeah. And I'm like, and I've got the tall one, and that's it. So I'm always sat there like, why are you telling me this?
I guess I'll go fuck myself then.
Yeah, I'm trying to get some like tidbits of joy and being like, oh, so what celebrities do you fancy? Just hoping they'll say maybe Ryan Gosling, maybe Michael Fassbender. That's pretty much all we've got. These blondie ginger guys. Yeah. And they always just say, Henry Cavill, Michael B. Jordan. Like, I'm just like, what the fuck?
Like, what can I do with that? My ego suffering.
Give me something. So then I'm in a bar with them or something, and I'm just seeing all these brunette guys around. I'm like, well, take your pick. Like, see you later.
See you later. Might see you at home.
Fucking hell.
That's so good. The next one I had, this one is so cursed. A guy I went home with had a soap dispenser on his side table full of lube. That is rancid.
I don't know which part of that is worse. Like the soap dispenser. Why? Why a soap dispenser? Oh, you mean it's a soap squeezy thing?
Like a squeezy thing, but like an old soap, like a dead old pump pack full of lube.
I thought you meant like a soap tray for like a bar of soap.
He had it like for easy access, like because he must have shagged so many girls. He just pumps it onto his hand, like.
That's
and also,
fucking disgusting.
The weird thing for me is imagining him filling it up, like sitting on the side of his bed, unscrewing the little lid, filling it up with lube, screwing his little lid on, and going, perfect. It looks amazing.
And it's definitely the cheapest lube ever, so he doesn't even show the brand.
Probably not even lube.
Tesco Extras lube or something.
Tesco Extra.
Yeah, like oh, that's awful. Having lube in like your bedside drawer, fine.
Yeah.
Having lube on your bedside table, okay.
Yeah, maybe just put it away.
Squeezed into the thing. What are you fucking doing?
What are you doing? Next one is, the guy I was out with shamelessly ate the leftover pizza crusts from the table next to us at the bar. What?
Oh no.
That is yuck.
Yeah, you'd just be gone, wouldn't you? That's fucking awful.
Just buy your own pizza.
Yes, get your own pizza. How hungry are you, mate? Oh my God. I guess, do you know, sometimes when you go on those drink dates, I am fucking starving, to be fair.
Yeah, but don't eat the old crusts from some guy.
I wouldn't be doing that. I mean, I hope that was a first date and you didn't have to see that person again.
I know. And it's the shamelessly for me as well. Like, he just reached over and didn't say a word and started gobbling them up. Like,
imagine
he didn't even... Not bringing up that it's weird.
Not mentioning it. Like, imagine the fucking elephant in the room of like, what did you just do?
Yeah.
Can we just pause this conversation about what sisters and brothers we've got and where the fuck we're from and all this? Yeah. What happened?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Oh, so good. The next one I had, this one's weird. It says, I went on a date with a guy who was in a band that I really loved growing up. The date was amazing. I felt really good about it. Felt really hopeful. Blah, blah, blah. He walked me to the station and ended the date with, I feel like I should probably mention right now that I have a girlfriend. I hope that's okay. We're not in an open relationship.
Oh, what?
What?
Hold on. Rewind. So she liked him in the band. She went on a date with him and that was what he said.
And then and then after the date, he just told her he had a girlfriend and he said, I hope that's okay. No, it isn't.
So shit.
Shithead.
Yeah, it's not okay. Also, it makes me feel like he'd legitimately gone on a date with her. And then I'm sure she's really lovely, but then maybe been like, oh, I'll leave it till the end just to make sure I might like her a lot. And then I might like, be able to two-time or something. Oh,
not
so
good.
Shit. I wonder what band that was.
Me too. And also, it would make you hate the band. This is like never meet your heroes. Never date your heroes, ever.
No. It's probably Mick Jagger or something, you reckon?
Mick Jagger? Someone like really old.
Yeah. I think it was definitely Mick Jagger.
Yeah, let's just go with that.
Yeah.
This next one is really weird. I dated a woman years ago, chatting on the first date. She told me how she'd had a hysterectomy, which was absolutely fine. 6 months later, she told me she was pregnant and she'd forgotten she told me she had a hysterectomy. Turns out she was just crazy.
Oh, like she'd lied about hysterectomy.
She lied about the pregnancy. And she'd forgot that she'd mentioned that she'd had a hysterectomy, and then she tried to do the whole, I'm pregnant, you can't leave. And he was like,
no.
You said.
God, no. Oh, no, that's the worst.
And then he'd be like, I know you're not, because you told me you had a hysterectomy on the first date, and why would you lie about that?
Oh, that's fucking nuts. Do you know, have you ever heard of any of your friends ever thought about doing anything like that?
No, it's only people like Kelly on The American Office who I would think would do that, like full psycho.
Proper psycho. I had once the whole like, I left this at yours, so I'm going to have to come back and get it kind of thing.
Yeah, which is sort of similar. Not like I left a baby in you.
I have your baby in me, so we're going to have to meet up again.
Yeah, meet up.
I ended up posting the necklace back to that last, so maybe they could just post the baby.
Yeah. Wait, someone left a necklace at yours?
Yeah, and I didn't want to see her again, so I just posted it.
Oh my God. I've actually done that with a watch as well. Someone left their watch, but it was like a shit watch, but it was like falling apart and stuff. He's like, I really need it. It's my dad's watch. And I was like, your dad needs a new watch.
Was it just like one of those little Casio ones you wear at school?
Actually, someone left a Casio watch in my room like 5 years ago, and it beeped every hour on the hour, and I couldn't find it anywhere, and it would be like beep, and I was like going crazy. Yeah. And then I moved house, and I was like, finally, peace. Like, I won't hear this watch. And then the hour when I moved in, beep. Where are you? Like, I didn't pack it. It somehow came to the new house.
Those fuckers, they have battery for fucking decades.
It was about 3 years that it beeped. Like, and then I'd forget for 59 minutes, and like I'd be like, next hour I'm gonna listen out for it. I'm gonna find where the beep is, and I'd forget, and then it'd beep, and I'd be like, duh!
Fuck! Because you have to listen to the beep and be like close to it, and then wait an hour in that place.
Yeah.
To then hear the beep again.
Yeah.
Fucking hell.
It was so bad.
So you sent in that watch back?
Yeah, well, that was a different watch. I have many watches. Yeah.
Okay. Fair enough.
Yeah, and then the next one is, my date told me he was raised in a cult. Then he got arrested while on our date.
Oh
That's all they said.
Fuck. What kind of cult gets you arrested?
I don't know. Like, is it related? Maybe he just was raised in a cult and then he got arrested, like, separately.
Maybe. Oh, the cult could have been involved in some weird shit.
I don't know.
I watch a lot of horror films, and
same.
There's a lot of cult shit. I like Midsummer. I'm thinking, to be honest. Have you seen
that? Yeah. And apparently, there's a new movie out from the same director of Midsummer. It's like 3 hours long. What's it called?
Beau's Afraid.
That's it. Is it good?
Absolutely not.
What?
It's not good. Did you like Midsummer and stuff?
I liked it, but it's just like it's like indulgently long. Like, someone who demands 3 hours of your time, I don't like you. I want a 90-minute, like, smash it out. Because I fall asleep. Like, last night I watched a movie that was 2 hours, fall asleep, missed the last 30 minutes.
I completely agree. There's so many 3-star films that would be 5 if they were just half an hour shorter.
Honestly.
Literally.
And it's just not, it's just kind of like rude. Like, what makes you think you deserve 3 hours of anyone's time? Like, you don't even know me. You don't know what I have going on.
I know. Yeah,
I'm busy.
Think about. Yeah. I had a full, like, Beau's Afraid is 3 hours. I had like a full roller coaster in there where I was like going out to the toilet, went and got some snacks. I had an hour's sleep.
What?
And there was still an hour and a half left. It's insane.
Still
really
got
bad.
so much value for money.
If you want to like have the worst like fever dream panic attack of your life, go see that. It's just stupidly awful and depressing. Love that. Yeah. So exciting. Yeah. The next one is, I once went on a date with a guy and went back to his apartment and his cat had diarrhea everywhere. That's so bad. And it's not his fault. Sorry for the guy, yeah. Same, because it's not his fault. It's his stupid cat's fault. But also, you would get the ick so bad. You would get the ick, because you're going to go back to like sleep together, right? And you're not going to want to do it after that.
And then what? Do you just leave? Because you're like, this is so gross. I have to go?
It's just not going to help him clean, are you?
No.
I got a lot of engagement on a TikTok once that was about my mum told me to because I was struggling with dating at the time, and she was like, "Oh, you should buy a cat." She said you should buy a kitten, and I was like, and at the time, and I recorded this TikTok being like, "A kitten, like imagine buying a kitten and how much of an ick a kitten would be." Every single reply was like, "Nah, kittens. Get a kitten. We love a cat, daddy." Blah 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 blah.
Love a cat, daddy. And if you on a date and you said, "I've got a kitten, want to come see it?" I'd be like, "This is the equivalent of a stranger with a van and some candy. Like, take me to it."
Yeah, but then you get back and it shit itself all over my floor, and you're like, "No, I'm not sure."
Mom, you said this would work.
Yeah, this is what I mean. Like, I feel sorry for the guy. Maybe his mum told him to get a cat. And
maybe. Stupid cat. I do love a little cat though.
So cute.
My next one is went on a date with a guy, and the first thing he said to me is to pick a place with a low cop activity because he has been arrested and charged for drug trafficking.
Oh God, where would that be in London? Where would you go? Go to that Gordon's Wine Bar, which is like that underground cave.
Yeah, somewhere where there's no CCTV and no cops.
Yeah, no signal. I tell you what, I went to Zizi's Tottenham Court Road the other week. No fucking signal in there. Like in the middle of London, next to fucking Leicester Square, zero signal. So maybe just go there. Have
you heard of this theory that everywhere, any supermarket, you go in there, no signal? And I've thought about it, and every time I'm in the supermarket, I'm like, why can't I text? Why do I not have 4G? Like, it's actually real. Like, what is it? And it's because they want you to spend longer in there buying stuff because you're not distracted.
Wouldn't that mean you'd spend less time? Because you'd be like, I need it.
Because you're not like, you can't text and no one's distracting you, and all you can do is focus on the products and the Tesco extra lube, and you just want to buy all this Tesco extra lube because you don't have a phone.
I've never noticed, so maybe it's true because I don't remember ever looking at my phone in a supermarket.
It's crazy, and I always try and I'll text my housemates and be like, "I'm in Tesco. Do we need anything?" And I can't text them, and it's a thing.
Yeah, I'm gonna check next time. Yeah, it's probably because all those little Sainsbury's locals and stuff, they're always in little like bunker stores with flats above them and stuff. It's probably that.
Maybe, but don't ruin my conspiracy theory, okay? I'm really into it.
Okay, yeah, no, it's definitely real.
Okay, I've got two more, and these are really weird. So this one is, got drunk and let a girl tattoo 666 in red on my ankle, in brackets, above the sock line. She wasn't a tattoo artist. What?
Just had a tattoo needle in her house.
What?
People do those weird things where they you can tattoo DIY, can't you?
Like stick and poke.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that's fucked up.
And 666 is that's a pretty gnarly tattoo to get from someone who's not even a tattoo artist.
Yeah, I'm trying to think what you could change that into. Maybe a
curly-haired man.
A three-eyed, something with hair.
Yeah, something with some...
the sixes could be hair. You know
that's nice.
Am I making sense?
Kinda. You're just doing this a lot with your hands.
The balls of the sixes are the eyes.
Okay.
And then you put hair on top of it.
Like a little monster. But then you have a little monster on above your sock line. I love how you wrote above the sock line as well. How long's your sock?
Oh, you could have him peeking above the sock line.
That's quite cute.
Below the sock, it could be him going hee hee.
Okay, maybe you should get that.
Yeah.
Nice. This is the last. I've got a cough too. It's okay. It's summer.
It's been going on for 2 weeks, and I'm not ill anymore. You know those types of coughs.
And it's one of those things where everyone at work's like, it's going round. It's always going round.
It's always going around. Things are different now since COVID. Yeah. I never used to be ill after fucking March, and now everyone's just ill all year.
Honestly,
unless you have 40-degree days, I've got a cold, and everyone's like, oh no.
It's because everyone vapes now. I don't vape, but everyone who's vaping around here, they're coughing and hacking. Like I went to Gala on Sunday and everyone around here is like, I'm like, this is fucked.
Yeah, just coughing like strawberry fucking whatever in your face.
Oh my God. Did you see the video of Philip Schofield? He's like talking about like confessing and saying all this stuff. And then he just sucks back this vape.
Oh, I didn't see that bit.
It's so funny. It's literally like a disposable vape. And he's like, yeah, man, it was really stressful. And everyone is just freaking out because they're like, sorry, what?
It doesn't make sense that he vapes, does it?
It looks so, and when it happened, I was kind of like, I need to rewind that. It is so iconic. And now there's just memes everywhere of Philip Schofield sucking on one of those little like a disposable vape.
Oh my God.
So embarrassing.
Like that would be a good, what is it, green screen one for like My Life Is Falling Apart.
Yeah.
Like,
him vaping.
Yeah.
The shutter.
Yeah. Oh God. What's just one word answer? Do you think he is wholly telling the truth with his confession?
Well, okay, I'm gonna say this on the podcast.
One word.
Okay, I know the guy.
You know Philip Schofield?
No, I know the other guy.
Oh yeah. How close?
I went out with him for for one date. I know, but I feel like I'm gonna get sued by ITV, so I can't say anything else on the podcast. I'm really scared they're going to sue me. I know.
All right. I'll ask you about that after.
Yeah, ask me about it after. And then, I don't know, maybe we'll do a pod ep, maybe we won't. But I'm too scared of getting sued. But I've got the goss.
Nice.
I know.
All right.
I know. Well, this is our last one. And then we can talk about it once we hang up. But the last one is, went on a date with a guy and he was so extra. He pulled up in his dad's Tesla only to order a single pizza to share between us that we didn't even eat.
Oh,
what?
No, that was the worst fucking date. Tesla's not bad though.
Yeah, Tesla's all right, but it was his dad's Tesla, so
yeah, that's a massive ick, isn't it?
It's a huge ick. Like, and imagine,
Sorry, I used to wear my dad's clothes all the time just because I was living at home and he's the same size as me. And
that's not the same thing.
It is the same thing because every time I go home, like I literally took my girlfriend home at the weekend.
Yeah, and
I felt like it was a bit of an ick because it's just kind of. It's literally admitting that my dad has actually better style than me. Walking around in his really good clothes, and she's like, "Oh, you look really good," and I'm like, "Yeah, it's all my dad's stuff."
It's my dad's stuff.
Turn off. Yeah, every time.
Well, if she's saying you look good, you don't have to admit it. Like, she doesn't have to know it's your dad's clothes.
I just feel like a fraud because also I'm going and snaffling around in his room, and she must be like, "Where is he?
Where is he?" He's like being a little mole man scuffling around his dad's room.
And they come out like stars in your eyes, looking unbelievable.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
That reminds me of a story someone told me at a festival. This is like the most cursed story ever. Mm-hmm. And I actually can't believe this is real. But and I don't know why this guy told me this, but he said that one time his friend was living at his girlfriend's family's house in COVID, and he used to get the mum's knickers, put them on his head, have a wank, and like then he just kept them and like had these like crispy old lady knickers. Oh. And then he put them in the washing basket at the very bottom. The mum decided to do the washing. He was like, "Where are they?" The mum's done the washing, found them obviously, and then he found them folded up in his drawer.
Oh.
So the mum knew the whole time and she put them away for him in his drawer.
Oh, that's awful. Just
what? Like what?
Noticed that her knickers were gone, noticed them in his room, and put two and two together because she heard the sounds of him fapping off.
I know, and they were just like crusted in jizz, like your couch.
It's actually quite a caring mum, isn't it? Like, because she's just not questioning that at all. She's just like, look, he might be wearing them, he might be wanking off with them, whatever. Just like leave him to it. It's really nice, actually.
Play on, player. Just play on.
Yeah. I used to have a pair of knickers that were my dad's when I was about 3. And they felt so good, and I just used to feel them like lie on the sofa and just feel them like
what?
And
the honestly, fabric was nice.
Yeah, until they were frayed and they were literally just like stringy bits of yellow pants. And I had like a communion where like I threw them in the fire when I was like 7. Literally, I was really old.
You were like, it's time for you to go. I'm a man now. I'm grown.
I still miss those fuckers. Jesus, they were so good.
They sound nice. Well, that's the end of our episode. And I had a really fun time. Thank you so much for coming on. That
flew by. We actually did like 40 minutes.
I know. It always does when you're having fun. I've had podcasts before where I'm like, Jesus, this is taking ages.
Yeah, you're just dragging it out.
Yeah.
Right.
No,
well,
but
I went all right.
Loved it. Thank you so much. I hope you enjoyed my chat with Fred. Please let me know on any of my socials, Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, wherever. Also Threads, if you have any stories or thoughts of your own to share. Peace.